it's a very interesting day in the world of tarot. If you are a psychic in general, this is a good time to embrace laughter and humility because, with a lot of things that were once hidden coming out, you got a lot of people trying to disturb the peace. But this is where laughter and humility will come in, because when you find out what is their karma for disturbing the peace, just because things that have to be uncovered and cold cases need to be solved, it's going to make a lot of sense as to why you stay calm, cool, collected when they attempt to disturb the peace. um, the fact that they're attempting to disturb the peace because they're about to be outed, this is just a good time to embrace humility and humor. Without further ado, there's 3 pals for this special 3 pal pick a card titled, What is their karma for disturbing the peace? All right, you guys, I'll see you at your pal or pals of choice. Thank you guys for being present. So, welcome, pal one. Okay, so before I started your reading, I cracked my knuckles. So I feel like some of them will get their asses beat. But let's look into the cards. What is their karma for disturbing the peace? But I feel like the way I crack my knuckles, some of them will get their asses beat. And the way I cracked my knuckles, it was done where it's like I was basically trying to make sure I was keeping it together. It's like these people are going to try to trigger reactions out of you or those that you love. But what they're going to be surprised is by the amount of, with the vet and the janitor, they're going to be surprised by the level of maturity that will be expressed when they go about trying to trigger people into overreacting with the shelf card. Okay, now with this waiter card here, these people who like to disturb the peace, they are known for bringing drama. They People understand that every time these individuals get involved into things, things will get worse. So these people have a reputation for making things much more worse than it has to be. Okay, these people with this waiter card and this chef, they're extremely immature. So this is why they're going to try to trigger the same immature antics that they're capable of. You know, um, they're going to try to get you to act those things out. And this is simply to prove to themselves that they're not the immature idiots that they feel like they are. They feel that if others can exhibit this immature, idiotic behavior that they actually exhibit, then maybe they're not the problem, even though they're aware that they're the problem. So basically, they're going to try to trigger you guys to act like how they feel. And how they feel is butt hurt. So basically, they go out of their way to trauma dump onto everything and everybody that comes their way. But this is where they're going to be very surprised when they're the ones who will be viewed as the individuals who people need to keep an eye on. So they're going to be treated like children who need to be kept an eye on. With the police and veterinarian here, um, these people could be abusing their positions of authority, like the NYPD. I stay in New York City, and the NYPD abuses their positions of authority so often. It's like these guys need to be treated like animals that have been abused. And I do not advocate animal cruelty. However, and I'm gonna say this: I do not I don't support animal cruelty, but let's take into consideration we have had dogs put to sleep over people misinterpreting that the dog is needing a need met and are not able to take care of it properly. So people have sillily put dogs to sleep. So the fact that I'm saying is, I think that if these people are abusing their positions of authority like the NYPD, what's going to take place is Instead of these people being treated like abused animals, people are going to treat these animals, well, treat these people like animals that need to heal from abuse. Forgive me. They must act very savage and beast like. Okay? Anyway, I feel like people are going to treat these people like animals that have a lot of abuse, and they need, like, okay, so you've experienced abuse. And we need to be more humanitarian. So instead of people abusing these people like they would abuse animals and say it's okay and get away with it, they're going to get an understanding of why these particular people act like abused animals who are on some savage ass shit, you know. And I feel like they gonna treat these people like animals that they're afraid that they have rabies. So with this janitor card here, what is their karma for disturbing the peace? They're not going to be giving any more leniency for, having another incident of acting like a savage beast with rabies. No more people going to be tolerant and say, it's okay, you're having a bad day. Again, people going to start to take into consideration the resources that these people have, and they're going to take these resources away from them. Because what's showing up is no matter how much you try to reason with these people who are disturbing the peace, they just simply don't have an understanding that enough is enough. So they're going to be treated like savage beasts who have rabies in as humanitarian a manner as possible. Now, remember, I stated I do not advocate for animal cruelty. I support um, being as kind to animals as possible. Animals are our teachers. However, these people are being viewed as savage beasts. So do not misinterpret animals with savage beasts. Animals are kind, pure, and loving. But an animal that has experienced abuse, it needs love too. But the way it receives love from an animal who hasn't experienced abuse is quite differently. So these people are begging for external validation. These people don't exactly know how to emotionally regulate. So this is why when they have resources that they are not, in alignment to be having, it makes sense when you try to logically tell them that, hey, what you're doing is out of character. Of course they don't care. Of course they're going to try to get away with what they're getting away with. So because these people are being viewed from the negative aspects of animalistic nature, well, they're going to be treated like savage beasts who have rabies. And this is how illogical you can't communicate with these people in a manner where it's like, hey, you're abusing me again and I've set boundaries with you. These people don't care about that. They simply care about, I'm feeling how I'm feeling, and I'm not going to practice emotional regulation. And because I have certain resources with me to, basically, that I have, it's like the resources that they have, they abuse and exploit, and they're being viewed as bullies with resources that they are basically going to create a danger to their external environment with if they're not treated like animals or savage beasts with rabies. It's like you're telling, it's like they have resources and they're acting like spoiled brats with it. So without further ado, let's get one more card. What is their karma for disturbing the peace? We have doctor and musician. These people are going to learn emotional regulation one way or another. Okay. They can learn it the easy way or they can learn it the hard way. These people, when they get triggered, Instead of them working on mindfulness, they actually go to bullying and trying to get away with it. Bullying is like their favorite pastime. So basically, when they're bullying, it's because something, an emotion with them has been triggered, and once again, they don't exactly know how to practice self discipline, self awareness. They don't know how to actually practice emotional intelligence. And this is why they're showing up as straight bullies who have resources that they're using to terrorize people, and they're coming off like savage beasts with rabies. So people um are going to be mindful to set boundaries with them so that they can learn emotional regulation, because logically these people just are not practicing what they need to do to be able to healthily contribute to their society. In fact, they're negatively impacting their society in such a manner no one can no longer ignore how they're exactly disturbing the peace. And we're going to end it there. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So, welcome, pal, to let's get what is their karma for disturbing the peace. The fact that I'm getting straight to it means you guys want answers. You guys done had enough. You guys need to know the tea so y'all can move accordingly. Because with the amount of drama that these people have brought with disturbing the peace, you need clarity. With this news anchor, these people bring so much chaos, conflict, and confusion. You can't trust a damn thing that they say. So ain't nobody gonna believe a damn thing that they say. That's coming up. With lawyer here, they gonna get involved in some legal disputes. Okay? Because with the amount of drama that they have created from negatively narrating situations that they want to go into their favor, people are really going to be just with this news anchor. People are going to be, let's take some time to really investigate this situation. And then it's going to come up that these people lack liability. They're not reliable. You can't trust them. And this is where they're going to get hit with some lawsuits, a big ass lawsuit. And it's going to be the type of lawsuit where these people would try to create confusion and paint themselves to be the good guys, but it's going to show up, among conversations that will be had about them, because they got to get the law involved to get these people to have accountability. People gonna start to put two and two together. This is what you said, but this is what took place. So what motivation is behind it? So these people gonna be investigated to figure out what is their motivations behind constantly disturbing the peace. And with this lawyer here, y'all gonna win y'all case if there's a court case involved. Okay, you see the smile on this lawyer face and this news anchor? These people are going, people ain't, everybody's gonna know what they've been doing. Everybody gonna know about it. It's gonna be so obvious what's going on. It's gonna be like, hold on. People gonna be looking at them like, do you really have the audacity to come out here and act like what you're doing is not taking place? Everybody's gonna know what's going on. And what's funny is they're not gonna realize that this whole time they've been investigated. And when they finally figure out that they've been investigated with the old maid and the chef car here, they're going to realize that they started trouble with the wrong person. So these people been causing so much trouble. The law is basically saying, I'm ready to fuck they asses up. You know how lawyers move. Now, not all lawyers are shady and shit, but the lawyers that's the good ones that understand the highs and lows of being a lawyer, and it's rare to find a lawyer like this. They understand. They can't get their hands dirty and beat that ass. And there's no reason going to a psych ward. There's no reason going to prison to deal with the drama that these people bring. These people are perpetual drama starters. So lawyers understand that if perpetual drama starters get dealt with the way that they cause drama, then they won't have freedom. So whoever you're dealing with, It's going to be somebody or a group of people that's going to expose these people to the point you ain't going to have to get your hands dirty with these people. These people done cause so much drama with this chef card, with this janitor card here. People ready to just wipe their hands clean of them. So with this vet card up here, these people are going to be treated like hold on, I need to understand what is your motivation behind this instinctual nature that you keep doing. Why do you keep moving the way that you're doing? Because the way that you're moving, it has a lot of people concerned. So basically, the way these people disturb the peace, they lie, they cheat, they steal. Let's just say people understand they can't just say, okay, we can logically talk to these people. No, you can't, because these people will gaslight the hell out of a situation. When I say they will gaslight the hell out of a situation, you can simply say, hey, I don't feel comfortable with the closeness of the vicinity that you're in due to such and such factors. You could say A, B, and C, and it will make such logical sense. And these people would be so selfish to say, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. Now, this is obviously an injustice. So these people have so much injustice under their belt. These people's fingernails are metaphorically dirty with so much injustice. And it's starting to show that they have no intention of removing themselves. So the law is gonna get involved where you're gonna have so people who so good at basically putting an end to injustice come in. These people ain't gonna see it, but when they finally start to put together that they're being investigated and they're being set up, and literally people are just basically trying to see what is their motivation behind lack of emotional regulation, behind lack of self-discipline and lack of self-control, and behind faulty decision-making skills. They gonna finally realize we've been coming up here and showing up to basically be investigated. When they figure out that they're being investigated and why nobody's reacting to them, I think that's in another reading. But let's just say they're going to humble themselves when they finally start to put together that they're being investigated, and that's their karma for disturbing the peace. Now, if these people are normally, I have the power, I'm in control, I can do what I want, well, when these people start to humble themselves, people will start to notice. They finally starting to get it. Now, when other people are noticing that other people notice that these particular people are finally starting to understand that they have disturbed the peace in such a manner where it can no longer be tolerated. Honey, that's all y'all need to know for Pile 2. I'm going to leave it at that. Have a good day. Welcome, Pile 3. Thank you for being present. What is their karma for disturbing the peace? Okay. We have former with the waitress. Okay. We also have painter, informer, and news anchor. All right. So with the news anchor, and with the old maid here, let's just say they're gonna be the talk of the town. The streets gonna be painted with information being spread about them, and they're gonna feel that they're constantly being watched everywhere that they go. It's gonna feel as if they got a neighborhood watch taking place. With the painter and the former, people will be working and doing their due diligence as per usual. You know, formers have great work ethic, but you know, the painters, people forget that painters, they understand the sense of responsibility. When you're painting something, you have to prime a wall first. or the paint can peel off. So let's just say people are, learning how to do good work, high quality work, while also paying attention to them at the same time. Because what these people who are disturbing the peace would like to happen, they would like it so the people that's watching them would get sloppy so that they can say, hey, you're the problem. But no, the people that they don't want watching them ain't gonna get sloppy. They gonna get even more organized. They gonna get so organized that these people ain't gonna be able to say, hey, you're the messy one. Mm-mm. They gonna feel like people are constantly talking about them with this news anchor. They gonna know that people with good work ethic who are organized will be, spreading the business that needs to be spread. Now, these people like to start isolated events where they can torture people and basically and narcissistically abuse people. These people have a sense of sadism with them. So you got to move extra careful with these people. So that's why people ain't going to be sloppy around these people no more. People going to start getting extra organized like the former. Because the people that's disturbing the peace, they understand with the former card that people got to eat. They understand that people need to be able to provide for themselves. But the manner in which they're disturbing the peace is making it difficult for people to consistently provide for themselves. And the people that they're disturbing the peace of ain't bothering nobody. So with the painter card here, the people that they're disturbing the peace of gonna make sure that their foundation is straight. So if anybody tries to say, hey, what you're up to here, it's going to be obvious that they're projecting. So this is where these people that's disturbing the peace, they're going to be treated like a lesson in the classroom. It's like I can picture a teacher saying, today we're going to learn about what happens when you don't leave innocent people alone who are simply just going about their everyday living. So with the waitress informer here, these people's shitty work ethic will be called out. And people that actually have good work ethic with the former card, they're going to be getting blessed abundantly while showing these people how to serve. And let's just say the people that's disturbing the peace, they going to know that people talking about them. They going to know exactly that they are the talk of the town and that they can't, confuse people and say, we have jurisdiction to be here, because they don't know that people know that they doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. So they're going to be extra cautious how they move because they know that everybody is going to be talking about them on the streets. Let's get another card, y'all. We have male person, vet, and news anchor. And we also have lawyer. Honey, news anchor and lawyer. These people are being set up. These people don't even know it yet, but when they find out they're being set up, basically, these people have narcissistic rage. Let's keep it a buck here. These are the people that's disturbing the peace you're dealing with. And the narcissistic rage that they possess, look, with the news anchor, people gonna go above and beyond to catch it on camera. That means if it's even triggering the narcissistic rage, no harm will come to the people that trigger the narcissistic rage, because the ones disturbing the peace who are narcissists, they gonna be mindful that if they get caught, it's not gonna be pretty. We got male person here. Let's just say they already got a tight leash on them, and the fact that they have to be reminded to stop being narcissist, already the tight leash, we got vet. Well, with vet and lawyer, the people that's disturbing the peace, because there's going to be so much evidence to how they have narcissistic rage and how people have to move strategically around them to protect themselves from the harm that comes from these people who disturbing the peace, who have narcissistic rage. With vet here, they going to they're going to get an understanding of why they should not be acting like savage beast. Without further ado, you guys, we'll end it right there.